G'day people, here we go. This is going to be a video on, I've got a race coming up. I thought I'd show you how I tune a car around the track. So, we're going to get into it here. We're going to, on default settings, here we go. Before I get out on the track, I've done a couple of laps here, so just to get the feel of the track. But what we're going to go through is just basic things. So first thing I'm going to do is the soft sidewall tyres. I'm going to leave all the other settings. I'll have a look at the fuel. 6 laps of fuel. We don't want it too heavy. Usually bump it up to about half the fuel capacity. So that's that gives a good indication of race time. So looking at about you want your car set up to be about halfway in the middle of your fuel capacity. So 60 litres. I think these things take about 120. Just have a look. There we go, 120. So I'll put it at about 60 litres as a starting point, just halfway between the two. So that should help you out.
Data logging enabled.
So we'll get out there and see how the car feels. And then we'll make a couple of decisions on the first lap or two, and straight away what I'm feeling is the car's not turning too well. She's not accelerating as fast as I'd want it to for a track like this. And you don't want to be cutting the track either. That was a bit slow. Yeah, this corner always gets me. Yeah, I can tell now the car's just feeling slow. I don't think the gear ratio is good. It's going to be the first thing I'm going to change. Give it a bit of get up and go. We'll soon find out when I get onto the straight. See what gear we get into. That'll tell us straight away what we need for a gear ratio. Yeah, I can feel it now. Like it's third gear going into the straight. It's not a big straight. No, this is the longest bit of the track here. And yes, I'm only getting into 5th gear straight at the end. So, let's just get out of that.
Log building finished.
So now we're going to go back into general. I'm going to have a look. I can play with the gears. You can see how the gears are winding out and how they've built it. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. So there's a bit of difference between second and third gear, but we will see what happens. I'm going to drop it back to under 250. So that's going to be my first thing I'm going to do. And because the car didn't feel like it was turning too well, I'm going to add some, a little bit of camber, not a whole heap. And grip wise too, I'm going to drop the tyre pressures a little bit as well. That was 165. How did we go down to? It's 140. I'll go about 150. And for the back ones, we'll go down to. So I like a little bit more softness in the back. In the tyre, so we'll see how that goes. A little bit more camber, a little bit more softness and grip in the tyre. especially the soft sidewall tyres. We'll see how that goes.
Data logging enabled.
That feels a little bit redder already. So a little bit of extra camber, the steering's more direct in the front end. And just got a little bit more get up and go too. Now we've narrowed the gear ratio. It's the lower top end. It's feeling a lot better already. Yeah, the car wants to turn, which is a lot more I can get out of that corner. Yeah, it's turning how I want it to turn now. Just changing the camber on the front end. And of course, changing the camber too. I haven't changed the spring rate or anything yet. Oh, track cart. Oh. 4th gear. Yeah, now we're in the 5th earlier on the straight. And nearly maxing out 5th gear. Oh, she's a little bit windy going in there and braking. A bit twitchy. It's still a lot better than what it was. Just going to do one more lap, see what I need to adjust to get it feeling right. Might be able to shorten that 5th gear just to get a little bit more out of it. Right, slide into this. Yeah, I'll still get a little bit more out of that corner. Car's feeling a lot better now. As I said, I've been driving this track a little bit, get the feel of it. See what we can get at the end of the straight here.
The lap was a 1:43.28.
Yeah, I might shorten that 5th gear just
Log
ever so
building
slightly. We'll go back to general. It's good we got the options. They've done great work and bringing these into the track. So I'm just going to shorten that 5th gear just ever so slightly. Now, I'm not hitting any ripples on this, so I'm not really going to play with the springs. But I do feel I need a little bit more control out of the back end, and a little bit more turn in. So what I'm going to do is just bump that down one and stiffen up the back end. And I think we're keeping these all pretty good. Now brake bias. She was a bit standing up on the nose and going into the corners, so I'm just going to drop down. Usually it's about 60-40, but we're up around there. 67-30 or 33. Oh, bring it down to about I'll try 60/40. And pedal force. I'm going to back that off. We'll try 80%. This will stop you, instead of using your ABS and all those other helps and stuff. I've got no helps running on this, so I'm just going to back off the pedal force so I can push that pedal through the firewall and have the car not lock up, so I can get my braking markers right, put my foot down on that pedal, and I know she'll pull up on the corner without locking up. So that's another good little one there. So let's get back out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save this. I've tried to set up before. I'm going to overwrite that because it's pretty much the same as what I did before when I was having a bit of a crack at it. So I'm going to save that.
Data logging enabled.
Get a lap in, we'll see how that 5th gear goes. Yeah, just turning out of the corner, getting good power down. Braking straight, I like that. I'm finding it a lot easier to drive. The car's responding to what I'm doing to the wheel. The way I like it. Get a bit more out of that corner. Whee! Missed that one. Oh. Yeah, that's funny. I didn't want to turn that time. I think that was me. Could also be too, because I've stiffened up the back end and I've softened the front. Might have to yep, I think I'm gonna have to
Log build
that roll bar back again. Where are we? Suspension. So I'm gonna stiffen up that front end again. Just to help it, just help the direction change in the turning. Because I noticed after I stiffened up the back and dropped the front off, didn't want to turn quite as good, but it was a lot smoother in its turning.
Enabled.
I mean, this also depends on the type of your driving style, how aggressive you're going to be with the car, how smooth you're going to be. How many burnouts you're going to do. So this is the track for Monday night, X Factor Racing, the Touring Car Revival, which I'm currently in equal first position on the championship at the moment. Mr. SS, so I'm going to put a little bit of time in, see if we can get this right. In between getting on the beers and going to the V8s at the Newcastle track this weekend. Wow, how exciting. First time, brand new track they've got going. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to go there on Sunday and have a look at the V8 supercars. I'll tell you now, this is a very technical track out on Zandvoort. There's quite a few ways you can attack these corners. This car's feeling a lot better now. I think they're just those subtle changes. And I can't get in that corner. As old Elvis Presley said, a little less talk, a little more action, please. A little bit more concentration into this, might be doing alright. Definitely those changes I've made to the car. I think I'm going to stick with that for a bit. Fifth gear's a lot shorter. Here we go. Missed the corner, but I was able to hit red line in fifth gear, so I'm liking that. The suspension's feeling pretty good when you hit those bloody ripple strips are brutal on this track. They're like curbs. So was my gear changes with the valve bouncing rev limiter. That's better. Yeah, that's better too. I'm going to come out. Geez, that A-pillar really gets in your way when you're trying to sight the apex on that corner in this car. A little bit too much right foot. I think I'm going to put that brake bias back up. I'll do one more lap and I reckon I'm done with this setup for the time burn. It's feeling pretty good. Yeah, I love to flog it. Drive it like you stole it. See that red light flashing.
That lap was a 1:43.71.
Second gear, missed it. So yeah, usually I think I've got a 1:42 last practice session. So this is the second time I've been on this track, so I've never raced it before. And I actually found it quite difficult to remember where all the bloody corners were and where I was on the track. There's so many of them, it's such a short track. Smoke coming out of the back of your tyres, love it. Oh, there's that front end's going out on me. Alright, I think this will be it. Get the end of the lap. Yep, now what I'm going to do is pump the brakes back up just ever so slightly, give it a little bit more kilos of force on the braking. So I think she wasn't on the point of locking up when I'm coming into the corners. So if I can get it on the bit of a corner cut, get it on the point of locking up when you come up to the corner where you're pushing through the firewall on the brake pedal, it's all good.
That lap was a 1:44.43.
One more lap. No. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm getting worse. Made a few mistakes then. But anyway. So, that's how I go through setting up a car. It's fairly basic. If I get to the point where you have lots of ripple strips you're going over, then you can start playing with the dampers, the slow bump, fast bump, and all that sort of stuff. I might go through a car next time. Maybe I'm tuning when I'm doing the V8 car. We're hoping the Newcastle track's coming out soon. Yeah, big shout out to FVR Factor for putting in some hard work, and we're all anticipating the new Newcastle track. So there, looking forward to it. I got this race. I might even do another one too. I've got the LX Tirana going in another race at down in Tasmania, Australia, Simmons Plains. So that'll be a race on Sunday night coming up in 2 days, and then I've got this one in 3 days, Monday night. So yeah, it's all happening. I can tell you that now. So yeah, these cars, Still love it. R-Factor. Look at it. Good stuff. Anyway, I think that's it for the moment. Just a quick guide on how to tune the car and what I was feeling, describing. So, anyway, want to see more? Smash that like button and hit subscribe. We'll catch you around for the next one. Probably might throw out one on the LX Tirana, the old Aussie icon, the Aussie Legends car from X Factor Racing. I think we'll probably put that one down to the test round Symonds Plains, Tasmania, and I'll go through the tuning of that, because I just did a race at Adelaide and that was yeah, quite a challenging track for a car like that. Now Symonds Plains is quite a different track. A lot less turns, just a couple of little tight ones, a couple of sweeping ones, and a lot of flat out, a lot of right foot. So I ended up tuning the car a lot different than what I did to Adelaide because of the ripple strips. So anyway, stay tuned if you like these, and hang around, and I'll catch you later. See ya.